Good morning. Call the Wednesday meeting of the Criminal Justice Committee to order. Start with roll call, please.
Mr. Hess?
Present.
Mr. Lowy?
Present.
Mr. Carrico? Mr. Long? Mr. Hunter?
Present.
Miss Andrade? Miss Armour Earps? Miss Monday? Miss Rittman Akemi? Miss Amber Turner? Mr. Marion? Mr. Crutcher? Dr. Nims? Miss Denise Turner? Mr. Alexander Hildebrand? We do have a quorum.
I need a motion to let Mr. Hunter in. Mr. Lowy, second by Mr. Marion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Thank you.
I have not received anything for public comment. Is there any public comment at this time? Any public comment? Moving on to the Chief Judge. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Okay, jumped over approval of the minutes from July 9th, 2025. Take the motion to approve them. Mr. Carrico, second by Ms. Emming. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Sorry,
Okay,
sir.
no problem. Good morning. I just wanted to report on one thing this morning. We're having a meeting at noon today with our county stakeholders with the State Office of Pretrial Services. You may not be aware of this this organization that's in our community, but it's about a year ago the state organized a statewide pretrial services department, and they offered that to the different 102 counties in Illinois, and about 70 counties now have signed on to this state program. One interesting note, you know, we're moving towards a state organization of our public defender system, and looking at how they handle the state pretrial services is a pretty good indication, I think, of how they're going to handle the public defender program. So you can kind of make that analogy that they're setting up this statewide system for public defenders, and it's probably going to look like the statewide system for pretrial services. So when they started this program in consultation with Mr. Latham, we decided to ask that Kankakee be added to the list of counties that have this program. And so they approved that list, and it has at least two major advantages that we saw at the time and proving to be true. One, it relieved the probation department officers of their obligation to do the pretrial work. So that's taken off of their hands and in the hands of the new agency. They have, I believe, 3 pretrial service officers in Kankakee County that daily meet with the people that have been arrested the night before. So every morning between 8 o'clock and noon, they meet with these people incarcerated and prepare a pretrial report for the judges and for the attorneys to use during the detention hearing that's then held usually at 1:30 that day. And they give us information about that person that's in custody. It's a lot of information. It's all confidential, but it's, you know, basically their history, their criminal history, their family history, educational history, employment history, if there is any, where they're living, who they're living with. It's some general information. And then they also do what we call a risk assessment. They give us a number. It's of value. It's not of a lot of value, but it's of some value to the judges as we make decisions whether or not to detain that person. There's 14 possible points. They score points if they're unemployed, if they have a drug or alcohol problem, if they have currently on pretrial services for another offense, they score points. And of course, the more points that they score, the higher category level that they're in to risk re-offending if they're out on pretrial services. So that information, again, is helpful. Some people score 0. I had one yesterday scored 9 out of 14, so he was pretty much real close to the top of the level that would indicate to us that he's more likely to reoffend if he's on pretrial services. So I just wanted to report on that. We're having a meeting today with those, the higher ups with the statewide service. 4 people coming from Springfield to meet with us and go over the program, just evaluate how it's working and if we have any issues or problems, or if they have any issues or problems. But the other big advantage that it has for our county is that we are, as judges, if we don't detain someone, we have the option to put them on GPS monitoring. They pay for that. In the past, either the defendant had to pay for it or it didn't get done. There was really no county money to pay for that, and it's pretty expensive. So they will pick up the bill for that, and we do currently have quite a number of people on pretrial services. I don't have the exact number. I could get that for you, but because we're putting them on pretrial services when the detention is not indicated, doesn't meet all the requirements, then we will, in order to protect maybe a certain person, or we will put them on pretrial service on GPS monitoring.
Okay. Any questions for the judge?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Up next is Ms. Cianci from the Circuit Clerk's Office. In the package, you have a copy of Sandy's monthly report. Take a motion to approve that by Ms. Turner, second by Mr. Long.
Good morning.
Good morning. Comments and everything on your report?
I don't have any special comments. If anybody has any questions on anything.
Any questions on Sandy's report? We have a motion, a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Good morning. So I'm going to be quick. There's nothing other than we're continually working on our conversion with Enterprise Justice. It's a full-time job, but that's about all we got going on for the moment.
Harris is way down again.
Well, we haven't gotten that connection
Oh,
yet.
that's not.
That's
okay.
still, that's why it's
right.
0 for this year. I mean, it's been a 10-month project and we're still dealing with it.
Okay.
So it keeps going back to the developers, the computer developers. So hopefully in the next couple months we'll get it online.
Any questions for Sandy?
Thank you.
Thank you. Up next, State's Attorney's Office, Mr. Rowe. In the package, you have a copy of the grand jury report and the grand jury statistics report. Take a motion to combine and approve them. Mr. Carrico, and second by Mr. Lowy. Morning, Jim.
Last grand jury, they had 38 bills of indictment returned. One was an amended one, meaning we went back to add some additional charges that came about through further investigation. That brings us to 545 on the year. That number would probably be a little bit higher, but we had to cancel the last grand jury because too many of them grand jurors called in sick. So we weren't able to hold it. So the next grand jury will probably be a little bit lengthier than normal. And all the trends, unfortunately, seem to continue with domestic related crimes, whether they're orders of protection or ag domestic, kind of leading the way on the felony side of things. Anyone have any questions?
Questions? We have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
All right.
What else?
That's
That's it?
Thank you. Yes.
Wow. Up next, Public Defender's Office, Mr. Penwick. In the package, you have a copy of Ed's monthly report. Take a motion to approve that by Mr. Lowy, second by Ms. Monday. Good morning, Ed.
Got no comments regarding my report. If anyone has any questions?
Any questions on Ed's reports? Seeing none, we'll have a motion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
And other than a reminder that the transferring of my office to the state is at least a minimum 2-year process. So until that happens, it's full speed ahead. So I don't want there to be any no offense to the judge, obviously, but I don't want there to be any misconception that it's going to be ending next week or next month, and and that the state's going to give us hundreds of thousands of dollars to pay for assistants that they hired down in Springfield. It's not going to happen for at least a couple of years. So, other than that, I've got nothing else to comment on.
Any questions for Ed? Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Up next, Mr. Latham from probation. In the package have a copy of Tom's monthly report. Take a motion to approve that by Ms. Turner, second by Mr. Lowry. Morning, Tom.
I have nothing to add to the report unless there's any questions.
Any questions on Tom's report? I had this on the home curfew. Are they on monitors? The three? Are they
No.
on ankle? They're
No.
not.
No,
Okay,
they're not. They're just on home detention and we check on them.
just home. Weekend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or home, they could be on.
Do we? So the four that's on there on the electronic monitoring, GPS.
Yes. Yeah, there was 4 in July at some point.
Okay.
And then we have people on home detention curfew with a GPS device. Then you have people on home detention curfew that don't have it,
Okay.
and we're checking them. So,
That's
Does that
why I
make
was
sense?
confused. I couldn't.
yeah, that number should probably be,
Okay.
or at least next to each other, and we could explain it a little bit better.
Any other questions? Okay, we have a motion to second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Only thing is our contract expires November 30th, so we've been in communication with the union to start that process of negotiation. That CBA covers both the Kankakee and Iroquois offices, so obviously as we go forward, I'll keep you posted. I'll be meeting with both chairmen as we go, and hopefully it goes smooth.
Drug court date.
For the auction?
Yes, October.
Yes. Let me find out. I'll find out that. I'll get to email that to
I
the committee. I'm
saw
sorry.
it, but I forgot it, and I didn't write it in my book. Okay. That's
And
something-
I do know the date because we just we looked at it not too long ago. But I'm sorry. Let me get I don't want to say the wrong one, so I'll get it and email it to the committee or the board.
Any questions for Tom? Mr. Carrico.
Thanks, Mr. Chairman. Tom, can you give an update of what's going on with the grants that you generally apply for?
Specifically the drug court grant.
Yeah.
Yeah. The obviously we're hoping to hear that's still out there and still pending. Obviously the grant period is October 1st, so I think we'll hear something very quickly. I would imagine in the next few weeks. I don't anticipate any issues. I know we've made some changes that would come through that grant, but yeah, I'm hoping probably in 2 or 3 weeks we'll hear.
Is there anything with the mental health court at all?
Mental Health Court has their grant. They applied for a 1-year grant. They got it, and actually that's just starting. But this week we're going to meet and set up that grant. But yeah, we got it, and we can start using the money and the funds. So that'll good for 1 year. I believe it's around $100,000. I had to look.
All right.
But for
Thank you.
services, yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Any other questions for Mr. Latham? Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thanks.
Up next, the sheriff. We have a copy of the monthly report in the packet. Take a motion to approve that by Mr. Lowry, second by Mr. Long. Good morning, sir.
Morning, everybody.
Morning.
Just a couple quick comments. I guess it's positive news on one hand. Our numbers from out of county have kind of leveled off. We haven't seen a reduction in the last couple months, and we've actually seen a very slight uptick in some of those numbers, which isn't uncommon with the change in administration in Washington, D.C. So I think this happened again back in 2016, where our numbers were about where they're at now and slowly but surely increase. So that's a positive, but obviously our revenues from the out of county are still down Our warrant arrests and release are still staying steady at about 80% or 82%, where somebody arrested on a warrant, about 82% of the time they're just getting released. And that's really about it.
Questions for the sheriff? Have a motion to second. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. What else?
That's all I got.
What?
That's all I got.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everybody.
Ms. Laird is not here today, but I take a motion to approve her report. Mr. Lowy, second by Ms. Turner. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Up next, the coroner's office, Mr. Gessner. In the package, you have a copy of the coroner's monthly reports and the monthly receipts of money. Take a motion to combine and approve them. Mr. Lowy and Ms. Monday.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman.
Good morning.
Trying to make mine brief here. I have nothing. No. Basically, we had a good month in July. Didn't have only 3 autopsies, which is pretty good as far as revenue wise. Other than that, we're still going up on suicides and accidents right now. So other than that, that's about all I have on that aspect there on this sheet here.
Any questions on Bob's reports? Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
And still after the 3rd month here, I'm still at 15 overdoses, which is really good compared to we've been in the 30s before. Nothing pending right now. Average age is 46. I give a lot of credit to not only to the sheriff, to the state's attorney for putting on these senior programs. Has been really helpful, and the churches around the county here, and everybody's back in school. We've already gotten programs to do in the school about drugs. Both colleges, ONU and KCC, are both interested in the Hidden in Plain Sight trailer, so we'll be out there. And one of the good things that I'm into right now is the tobacco shops and the gas stations and stuff like that. We've made the hurdles through Kankakee. They are signed up for it. Bradley signed up for it. I just met with the mayor of Bourbonnais. They are. I met in front of their administration there. They're 100% behind doing this. Been waiting for Mantino right now. I've talked to the mayor at National Night Out, and she wants to have me up there to go over this with their administrator. And then Grant Park is also involved in this. But not only is it in the tobacco shops, it's in the gas stations really bad. So we just hit on one right now called Mushrooms. It was in the city of Kankakee. It's 90% of THC in them right now. 90%. That's in a gas station. So you don't know what's going in and out of the gas stations out there. We're watching it pretty heavy. Vaping is really bad right now. We're seeing a lot of. I got 31 vapes from a school that was used over their time of kids coming in with vaping. So I'm working on that as much as I can possibly do, continually to do. Other than that, again, thank you to the state's attorney and to the sheriff helping me out on this here. Other than that, that's all I got. Just staying pretty busy. So.
Questions? I'm gonna say what I asked you earlier. Can you comment anything on 12,000 and Route 50?
Well, basically, I know it's right in that section there with Will County and all that out there. I worked on 6,000, and now I'm working on the 12,000. We just had another accident, which is unbelievable. Same criteria that happens over the railroad tracks and right into another car. a 70-year-old that was just going to work. He changed his route from I-57 because of the construction there, coming down Cicero basically, and has this accident happen. I talked to the fire chief out there and a number of other people there. I have to talk to the state on that, and I don't know if you know that they don't work out of here anymore. It's all up in Schaumburg right now, so it's hard to get them down here. But it's enough's enough out there, and that intersection out there is terrible. Unbelievable crashes that are out there. In my 40 years experience, I've not seen as many as that in one particular area. So I'm working on that. I know that it's not all county, it's state and Manteno and stuff like that. Well, we're working on it. It's just hard to get everybody together, so I know it's terrible. But.
Any other questions for the coroner? Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Everybody have a good day.
Yes. We'll have a long day. Is there any old business come? Old business come before the committee? Any old business? Any new business? Any new business? Mr. Carrico? Second by Ms. Turner. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.